How's it going? We're back at it with another Pokemon automation, coding, whatever this nonsense is. We're back at it. So what I want to do is go ahead and show you where we left off, and then we'll get right into coding. So you can see we're at the Berry Spinner game. So in the last video, let me just actually pull up a clip. It's probably easier that way. We automated collecting berries, and I can show you just a little bit. How's it going, everyone? So let's go back here, and I will just full screen it. So you can see we got our character to automatically, the screen didn't update. That's weird. Oh, hold on. I'll just hide this for now. Let's hide this, and you can see we got our little guy to walk around, walk to the next patch of berries, walk up. This is all automatic. This is all just a script, right? So in the last stream, we got this working. And then once we collected a full thing, had it fully working. I'm trying not to wake up my kid. Then we moved on to the berry game. And we're pretty close. There's a few optimizations that I want to make. So like this last berry that we did. Just start off strong. Boop. That was me. Hold on. But you can see, boop, that was automatic. Perfect. Right, so it's able to play, but it's inconsistent, right? It's missed how many spins already? Right? And even sometimes when it detects something, so. So you can see like right here, it detected the spinner and said it was clicking, but nothing ever registered, right? So there's a few inconsistencies, and if we fix these, we get a really, really awesome bot that can play this game hopefully near perfect. So so let's get started on this. Let's bring the phone back up. And there's a few things I want to do. The first is we're going to move this back to 0.5. So we had the test point. I can actually show you on the screen where it's looking. If we activate this function down here. So this function is called test click, and it just lets me approximate where things are going to be happening on the screen. So if I activate that, confirm, let's slow this down. So if I run this script, you'll see that my mouse automatically moves now. There, oh, that was actually pretty good. So look, it's looking right here, right? And it keeps bringing my mouse back to that point. Which is probably why I hit the white threshold. So actually, I want to move it up slightly. Up slightly. Let's go up here. X is it. You could actually do like 0.52 and 0.58. Okay. And this should be just slightly better. A little bit more. So if we go up 0.52, 0.58, let's try 0.55. Oh. Okay. Alt tab 5 needs to become. What if I just do the midpoint? Right, that should actually be a pretty significant jump. Okay, something is. Oh, I'm adjusting the wrong barrier or variable. That's funny. Okay, let's stop this. Spinner X, we want 0.5. Spinner Y, we want 0.38. So that is right about where we want it. And so let's talk a little bit about why I would want it there. What is the oh gosh. Hold on. So we've got this, right? Let's talk a little bit about why I would want it right in this area. The biggest reason is because there's consistent shading, meaning that we'll always get either red or not red. And purple, you can do a little less with red values. But one of the optimizations we can make is actually cutting down in Berry Master. Let's go ahead and find that. We can actually just really prioritize the berry spinner R value. So if this yeah, so see how we have 220, 175. Since these are lesser, we have a higher threshold on those, right? Because it's anything below that. And then this one, anything above that, we click, right? So the nice thing is red and white will both have high red values. But this white will not be clicked by this threshold. So let's think about that. Okay. So first optimization we can make is just fixing where it's looking. The next thing we can do, which I think will speed up the processing of the image, right now in the function Berry Master, we are taking a screenshot of the entire monitor. Right? And then we're pulling 1 pixel from that screenshot. But what if we, and I'll just pull up Grok to make it a little easier. Okay, let's pull up Grok. I don't know why I cannot find. Okay, here we go. So what we'll do is we will open this up for a second. And I'm going to say, let me actually ask, will changing the berry master function to take a 1 pixel screenshot at image from bytes of berry spinner X Okay, cool. So let's just try to copy this, paste it, and run it. Okay. So here's what we've got. Right now, this is the screenshot that we have. It is the entire phone screen plus a little extra. But let's see, Pixel X. What is the pole interval on sleeping? So it sleeps here and then it sleeps here. What if I just delete this? Okay, so we have that. Okay. So one more time for reference. This is the screen we're capturing right now. We take a whole screenshot. We look at this one pixel and then we see what the color is. But instead of that, we can change the code so it just captures this one pixel. And I think that's going to improve the performance a whole lot. So let's go into this game and we'll just try to run the script. Okay, so we are there. That is the wrong script. All right, let's run the script, see where we're at. So pixel color 010. And then here's the cool thing. If we go into the screenshot, what is it saving the screenshot as? So pixel color 010. Okay. Okay. We need to get rid of this pole interval. We want that. only asleep when we click. Let's go ahead and do that and just freaking nuke this. It should just be like, yeah, that's what we're after. Just super high fidelity color checking. Boom, in real time, like 20 a second. Okay. It's gonna go, right? Okay. Oh, that's actually insane. Look at that. Man. Oh my gosh, it's getting perfect every time. That's insane. Oh my gosh. It's that filled up so quick. Number 1, baby. Let's go. Number 1. 8 perfect hits. 2 regular hits. 2 oh. Compared to the other one, that is like 400% improvement just by changing one line of code. That is insane. Okay. So what do we do now? We have it where it can play the game perfectly. But we don't want to just play the game, right? We want to create a full automation that makes as many Pokeblocks as possible, right? So what we're going to do is make it play the whole game. When it sees this screen, we want to start mashing A for probably like a minute or 2. Right? And we can actually see, based on this, we know what color it's going to see, which is 253, 253, 253. So we can do if I hate the elif thing, but I think that's what it is, right? Elif R is greater than Python perform function for easiest way to do this is just for I in Let's actually just figure this out. All right. Button mashing, go. Okay. So, honestly, 30 seconds isn't that bad of a thing. Or what we can do is actually just check here. 24, 26, 8. We could just raw code this color. If let's actually just do it this way for now. Range 30. For I and range. We're just gonna click A. Time sleep, and we're gonna do 1. Okay, so I think these 4 lines of code are going to give me exactly what I want. Did I record? Okay, perfect game. Refactoring code, we'll say 26. Okay, and now it should play the whole game by itself. So let's go ahead and give this a try. And let me just check. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. "26, 27, 9, which is different than what I had before, isn't it? It doesn't matter. "33. Okay. Here we go. So this time it should play the whole game, move forward, and then repeat the whole process. So we'll see what that looks like in just a second. It's already just cooking. Oh, that was weird. What is going on? This is crazy. Okay, so the moment of truth. It's going to see white. 253, 253, 253. Oh, shoot. Okay. So we want all of these to be greater than. Let me actually go way up. Because there was something bizarre that was happening in the beginning. Where it was just clicking all the time. So this is what a normal. Yeah, it just started recognizing like crazy. I don't know. I really don't know what happened with that. But I think once we rerun this code, it should go through the whole process of starting this again. And let me just save right here. So it needed one more A click, two more A clicks. So let's get this just for a little more consistency. I don't know why that is so much more consistent, but we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll do 35 because it really doesn't matter. And let's just reload from that state. And when we restart, still got second place. Mm-hmm. So honestly, it's fine. But I can drop it down to like 30 at least. I think sometimes those sparkles make it into the middle. So not touching anything. Honestly, it's like 10 seconds too far. So I can do like 22, maybe 24. And then also something that I want to do is actually, since it's so precise, I do want to update the berry spinner X and Y values. So, because right now it's messing up in the beginning of the game, but it doesn't have to, which is just absolutely bonkers. Um, Give me 1 second just to pull this up. Okay, so if I run it right now, I'll show you real quick. It's looking for the pixel, and it might be fast enough to where it doesn't mess up. But you see how there's an X? It's because the threshold is too far to the right. So honestly, if I just, all I have to do, and I'll show you by just activating this function. If I reactivate test click, I can show you really easily. But if I test click to show you where the berry pixels are, it's going to be right around here, right around the 12 o'clock. Really what we want is like 11, maybe probably 11, right? So we can do that just by redefining berry spinner. And maybe we want 0.4 and we want 0.45. Let's test that. So if we run this, it's going to put our mouse right there. So if we bring it a little bit to the right, we should be perfect. So also, let's check this out. It still has the screenshot, and I don't know why. But now our mouse should be right where we need it, just like 11 o'clock. in the shadow. Honestly, we can do a little more. We can do 0.41, 475. Sorry. 39 and 475. Yeah, so that's way better. So watch this, watch this. Okay, so we've got Berry Master running. And if I run this, reload the state, it's not there, but the second it moves, it should start freaking out. That's insane. Let's see. It's not really getting perfects anymore. So we're not getting perfects anymore. Okay. So first let's go into Berry Master. It does need a few more seconds, which is fine. Let's do 28 on that. Now it's not getting the perfects, or is getting them a little more rarely. Let me see something. So I got less X's, but also less perfects. And if I play this, what I actually want the widest is actually where I'm looking. But I think I just want it to be slightly further on the X. 4.8, 0.39. And let's just see what that looks like if we go to test clicks. So that's probably where realistically we want it. Let's go ahead and double check that. So Berry Master. So we just want to comment this out. So it's going to kick in a second. It's hitting too early. Oh gosh. So it really is all about the big ones. So if that's the case, then we need to prioritize those. And I think it's actually better to undo what we did. I don't want to mess up too much stuff. So let's just go here. Honestly, I can just look at what it was in the last video. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I know you should just have version control so you can do this anyways, but let's just see. Wrap it up. One. Okay. Never mind. Well, we can also go here. Oh, shoot. Okay. So let's actually just go back here. Point 49.4. I had 0.5. 0.38. Let me see what that looks like. Um, so I actually want to adjust some stuff. Right, because we've got this white. And if I... Okay. Okay. It's really high already. That should be fine. Oh my gosh. Let me see if this gives more perfects. Oh, shoot. It's going to kick in on the next round. Boom. So it's actually going. So I think that's still the move. It gives more perfects. Okay, let's watch. So it's going through the whole process. Right? Like I'm not touching anything. Starting up a new game of the berry blender. And it's got at least a 3-second buffer. Okay, and now it's playing the game. And it's going to hit a few bad hits right away. But just has a ridiculous score already, I'm sure. And as it starts cooking, got our first perfect. Their only good strategy is to nuke my nuke the speed so my bot can't hit perfects every time. Let's go. Let's get 3 in a row. Let's get 1. Ah, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man. So I exited out so that it doesn't automatically move forward because I want to see the score. Number one, but look at the difference. Look at the difference, right? 30% better in perfect scores. Freaking 3.5 times, 350% better than the highest average score. And we got 3x's. Oh, it's a bug in the code, right? I could spend a day optimizing, or I can just let this run for like 20 minutes and have a frick ton of berries. So that's actually what I'm going to do. $57 perfect code. Um, okay, so here's my plan. I'm going to run this and I'm going to go make some toast. And when I come back, I'm going to have some toast and I'm going to have a lot of Pokeblocks. So it should automatically be going and I'll just let it rock. I'll let it do its thing. So it should be going. It's already moving automatically and I'm just going to let it rock and do its thing. Perfect. All right, I got my toast. I'm all set. All right. Let's get out of that real quick and see where we're at. Oh, no way. Second place? You can't win them all. Okay. Let's check it out. Been gone for a little while. Let's check out the loot. So we made 15 Pokeblocks. Automatically. Let's see how good they are. We had a few 24s, which is pretty good. Same feel. Man, that toast was good. All right. So, for those of you that are on, sorry, that haven't been caught up, we wrote a script that can automatically detect. Basically, it plays the Pokeblock game like you would play it, right? It detects logically where the spinner's at. And if the spinner's at the right spot, it just starts pressing A. So we have an auto clicker integrated with a screen capture tool that analyzes the color. So really, code is not that difficult. If we go up, I can show you, I mean, it is 95 to 131. So we're looking at 36 lines of code, but 36 lines of code over time gives you enough Pokeblocks to make a Feebas a Milotic or Milotic. Milotic. Here we go.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide, where we look at how to pronounce better some of the most mispronounced words in the world, like this other curious word. But how do you say what you're looking for today? Pokemon name pronunciation. For more names of all species, stay tuned. Loads of them here. Milotech. Milotech. In American English, in the US it's often said rather as Milodec. Milodec. Here are more videos on how to pronounce
Milotic. 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 Okay. Yeah. So we've got that. $137.47. Okay, cool. So we are good on that. Honestly, I think the only other thing to do is to write a script to feed Feebas all of these Pokeblocks. Um, I happen to know just the function. Okay. Um, I happen to know just the function. Let me think. Auto clicker. Um, oh man, gotta let it out, you know. Make a theme in the video that um tomorrow. Okay, I will take care of that tomorrow. Sometimes simple solution is all you need. All right, so for those of you that just joined, I'll kind of review what we did today. So we now have a function called berry master, which takes the coordinates. We made a lot of optimizations to this code. Basically, it used to take a whole screenshot. I can show you what that looks like. And then it would look for this pixel right around here. And that's what it would use. That's what it would use, is this one pixel in order to process, right? But that's computationally extremely heavy, right? Your massive image, find one pixel, do that. What's way easier is you just find one pixel, take a screenshot of that, right? And you can see that right here. Capture a 1x1 pixel image. Then you just look at the color of the pixel. And then we optimize these thresholds a little bit, so it's a little more tolerant. And the other thing is we also created a final loop. And what this loop does is it checks if there's text. So you can see right here, this is all white, right? White's going to have a very distinct color value that won't trip any of the other color thresholds. And the great thing about that is Piata GUI, right? So then we have this unique in screen. What we do is we trigger basically a 28-second loop where every second we press A at least once. And then that loops through the in cycle. So I can kind of show you what that looks like. We'll do one final game. So here we go. And the crazy thing about this bot is that it goes hard on what was I going to say? Okay, once it starts cooking, it starts like really cooking. So like they're all getting one thing, but it never gets less than like 3, you know? So especially once it starts going fast, it'll start getting perfects. Or should. There we go. Right, so just hitting perfect after perfect. And what it's doing logically is when it hits maybe 12 o'clock, that spinner, it's going to trip a trigger. See how it's spamming right now, right? Because that red value is close to 12 o'clock. And now what's happening is since it saw that white screen at the end. It's on that timer. You can see it's pressing A every 30 seconds, or every 1 second. Oh, Pokeblock case is full. Whoa. That's interesting. I've never had that problem before. So then that would be the limitation of the script. Let's see what the max Pokeblock case thing is. Oh shoot. Um let's just count this. Bag. Let's just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 31, 32, 36. So 40 is the limit. So let's go into speed real quick. Okay. Let's see. Modest, mild, rash, quiet. Oh, we got an egg. That was weird. Okay. Let's find one with an optimal nature. Okay, let's just click up and we're going to run that for a long time. Okay, let's bring this up. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching. I'm just going to literally be running this script and getting as many steps as I can until I have a militia, an army, a band of Feebas. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. I will see you tomorrow in the next stream.